I'm going to give time for everyone to introduce themselves from the student organizations. If you can please say your name, what your club represents, and how does your entirely support a transfer student? What does your organization do at UCLA? Why do you think getting involved is important at UCLA? And should I get involved in everything or specific things? And just general, like whatever you want to highlight about your organization.
Is there a specific order or?
Not really. So go ahead, Michael. Michelle, sorry.
No, you're good. So I'm here with the Pre-Law Transfer Society, and I'm the vice president. And the president, Michelle, she should be here too. I think she is. Are you here, Michelle?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we're representing the Pre-Law Transfer Society at UCLA. Michelle, do you want to talk about a little about what we do, what our org stands for?
Yeah, sure. A little bit about what we are about. We are transfer friendly, but we are open to anybody at UCLA. We're an organization that focuses a lot on preparing students for the next step in the law school admissions process, such as the LSAT, the application, but we also aim to really give an exposure to different types of the legal field, different careers within the field, different types of law, and also trying to help our students get internships, work experience, discounts to classes, and really just a bunch of resources that we think would best help them prepare for their individual path post UCLA. So that's a little bit about what we do. And Michelle, if you think you want to touch up on a little bit more, please feel free to.
For sure. Just echoing what she said. And also you can all check out our website. You can just Google Pre-Law Transfer Society at UCLA. It'll be the first link there. Our previous events consisted of a lot of industry leaders and celebrities as well, ranging from Nick Young, used to be on the Lakers, Meta World Peace, law professors at UCLA, deans of Yale Law School, Stanford, USC. So we're all over the spectrum. If this is something you're interested in, even slightly, you don't know if law is your path, I highly encourage you to join, check us out. And yeah, the future questions we will be happy to answer.
Thank you so much. I want to say that we are going to have a separate Zoom link at the end. So let's go by order and quickly introduce our clubs. I will actually call on you. So let's go ahead and introduce Tao Sigma. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. So me and Sarah are here actually. So I'm the secretary and Sarah is an advisor. And basically we are the chapter at UCLA for the National Honor Society by Tao Sigma. We recognize students based on their, sorry, oh my God, I'm like forgetting the word.
I got you.
Academic achievements, there we go. And basically we help transfers connect through various events. We have in the past done like social and academic events, but because of like everything being so like up in the air, we don't really know. Maybe Sarah can fill in on that part, but in the past, that's what we've done to help transfers connect with other transfers.
Perfect, thank you so much.
More than nailed it. My only addition really quick is that Tau Sigma membership is based on academic performance in your first quarter at UCLA. So if you're finishing TSP, you've already finished your first quarter. But if fall is your first, it's based on your GPA in your fall quarter, and then you get invited to join.
Perfect, thank you, Sarah. Next is TLC, if you want to go ahead and introduce your club.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Bradley. I'm one of the co-chairs of the Transfer Leadership Coalition. And the Transfer Leadership Coalition is a collective of student orgs, leaders, and allies who work together to support the transfer community. So actually a lot of the orgs that are here today make up the Transfer Leadership Coalition. The coalition includes about 25 transfer-friendly and transfer-specific organizations to advocate on behalf of transfers on different issues that we face, whether that's on the academic side, on the student affairs side. You know, we do a lot of work with administration and a lot of organizations outside of the TLC. And some of the things that we've done in the past, just to give you an insight of what the TLC works on, was we actually created a referendum in 2014 to add the transfer student representative on USAC. We've also advocated for the transfer center that's at UCLA. And so we're really focused on student advocacy at UCLA. And so if you're really passionate about that, we really hope that you can join. We're actually hiring, oh my God, I got a Zoom chat really quick. So yeah, if you're interested in joining, if you're like really enthusiastic about student advocacy and advocating on behalf of the transfer students, we're hiring exec board members right now. You can follow us on Instagram at ucla.tlc, and the application is in our bio.
Thank you so much, Bradley. And I want to say, use the chat room to ask questions. We will have the Q&A after this, and then we will go to the breakout rooms or the actual individual Zooms. So next is AFGU. If you want to introduce your organization and club, please.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
My name is Gurleen Kaur, and I am the president of Association of First Generation Undergrads, or AFGU for short. We are a transfer-friendly org and open to all students. For those of you who don't know, a first-generation college student is someone whose parent or guardian has not received a four-year bachelor's degree in the US. And our founding president was actually a transfer as well. So she created a very good connection with us and the TLC and the transfer center. And so Steph, yeah, and she's really amazing. So we want to continue that connection with the transfer community at UCLA, especially because a large proportion of the transfer community is our first generation students. And Vicente, my transfer affairs director, is here, and he can talk a little bit more about how we cater to transfers.
Awesome.
Hey y'all, I'm Vicente Velasquez. I'm the transfer affairs director for AFGU. My position exists because similar to like the transfer student representative or something that Steph recognized that like, while you can have transfers that are first gen, you need someone that's like, specifically going to represent the transfer student body at AFGU. And as Gurleen mentioned, while AFGU is very transfer friendly, like there could be more work to kind of really expand and make students understand that if you're a transfer and first gen, you're welcome in our club too. We're not just strictly first gen only, we're also transfer first gen. And transfers tend to also be in the bulk of first generation students. So my goal as the transfer affairs director is to create a lot of events that aren't just transfer first gen friendly, but also transfer friendly. So stuff with like first generation transfer alumni or stuff like that. That's kind of like my mission, is just to kind of really increase first gen presence in the transfer community.
Thank you so much, Vicente and Gurleen. Let's move on to C. Clear.
Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany. I'm the transfer coordinator at CClear, and I'm actually here with Min Tran, who's the wellness coordinator. Do you want to share a bit about CClear, Min Tran?
I think you're muted.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Hi, I'm Min. I'm the wellness coordinator for CClear. So CClear is one of UCLA's retention projects. If you're not familiar with what a retention project is, UCLA has 5 different retention projects that each cater to a different minority group who has historically low access to higher education. So CClear specifically caters to the Southeast Asian community, and we're kind of here to provide support for just any college student. We have a transfer specific program, and we provide different resources that are all free, such as counseling and network opportunities and workshops throughout the year that are just kind of here to help students guide themselves throughout their time at UCLA if they're feeling lost. Tiffany, if you want to explain on our different resources and components that we have.
Yeah, so we specifically have a transfer component, and I'm the transfer coordinator. So with the help of the staff at CClear, we put on workshops and transfer focus groups where transfers can learn more about resources and connect to the larger transfer community. We have like specifically career focused workshops or financial aid workshops, transfer socials. And then also there's opportunities for leadership development through being involved in work groups where members can work with staff to plan and execute events for transfers.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tiffany and Min, for introducing your club. Let's move on to BTIB.
Hi, everybody. My name is Justin. I'm the president of BTIB, which stands for Bruin Transfers in Business. Basically, why we're formed is because we noticed that there was like this huge phenomenon on campus of transfers wanting to get into business, but not really knowing what that means. They don't really know what industries there are, what roles are in the industries. So really hoping to kind of like navigate that transition from the academic to the professional world. And we're doing that first off with our Bruins in Industry panel series that actually starts today. So our first one is tonight at 6 p.m. and it'll be around transfers who have gotten into finance. If you're interested in attending that, feel free to look at our website, which is bruintransfersinbusiness.com. We're going to be having a bunch of different transfer alumni. One of them got into investment banking, another one's at Intel Strategy, and the other one is in leverage finance. So yeah, check us out. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Chi Alpha Psi.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kathy, and I'm the Recruitment and Outreach Director for the year 2020 to 2021. We're the nation's largest co-ed transfer fraternity, and our president, Allison, is with me today, and she's going to tell us more about what we are.
My name is Allison Clark, and I'm the president of Chi Alpha Psi. At Chi Alpha Psi, we are, so like Kathy said, like we are a transfer fraternity. We are co-ed, so our membership includes everyone of all genders. And we're like a traditional like Greek organization, but specifically geared towards transfer students. And we have like a lot. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll turn off my fan. Does that sound better?
Yes, much better.
I'll just start over. So Chi Alpha Psi is like a traditional Greek organization, but we are specifically geared towards transfer students, and we welcome, you know, all like non-traditional students that fall under the transfer category. So whether that means you're coming from community college or you're a veteran or a parenting student, like we are welcoming and accepting all. And we have like much less like we have a lower commitment required of members than like a regular Greek organization as well. So all of our like social events are completely optional. We just ask our members to attend one meeting per week. And if Kathy wants to like take the lead on any like additional information about our frat, like, you know, go ahead.
Okay, so we are a social organization and we hold various social events. So for our safety, we have decided to move on to an online format. So last spring, some examples of what we did was we played games online together. We watched movies together, such as Harry Potter nights every 2 weeks. We did Netflix watch parties, and of course we had our weekly Zoom meetings. So our organization is a great place to create long-lasting friendships, especially because as transfers, we only have 2 years. So thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to USI. I don't see you here, but if you are here, please go ahead and introduce your club. USI, are you here? Okay, maybe not. Let's move to Ethiopia Health. Please introduce your club and organization. Not here. Okay, let's go to PTSP. If you can please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sam Guido, he, him, his. So I'm the chairperson for the Filipino Transfer Student Partnership, known as PTSP. So in short, basically our purpose is to provide Filipinx identifying transfers with a supportive community that promotes academic and holistic growth, which eases the transition into UCLA. So the really cool thing about us is we have many traditional allies as well, and students that don't identify as Filipinx either. We're just a really fun group. We hold a lot of events that really promote academic, but also the holistic growth, like I said earlier. We founded on the 3 R's, which are recruitment, research, and retention. So this is kind of where we operate everything from. Founded in 1997 because we noticed an overrepresentation of Filipinx students in community colleges and not in 4-year university spaces. So we're always working with the population to make sure that we see that growth, we see that increasement in enrollment, and we work with many other organizations like Samok Filipino and their projects, whether it's student outreach or student retention projects. So yeah, if you'd like to learn more, feel free to come to our breakout session. We're always happy to tell you more about what we do. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sam. That was great. Let's move to PS UCLA.
Hi everyone, my name is Zuleika. I am actually the outgoing chair of parenting students at UCLA. The incoming chair should be here, Nadine. So she will be joining us this year. She's an incoming transfer. But parenting students at UCLA, what we are is a social organization, but last year we kind of turned into an advocacy organization where we started Thanks everybody for the chat. We started advocating for parenting students' rights at UCLA. So far, we've been able to get priority enrollment for parenting students. So that is a huge win on our part. And we want to continue to fight for parenting students' inclusivity on campus. And so, yeah, we're here to connect parenting students to resources, support them, and we're also here to advocate for them. So thank you.
Thank you for all you do, Zuleika. Let's move to PGS. PGS, if you're here, please introduce your club. Okay, maybe let's move on to the TransferMet. If you can please introduce your club.
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. My name is Luis. I'm representing TransferMed. I am the founder and president. So we are actually the first, I believe, TransferMed pre-health, pre-med organization on campus. And what we do is simply that. We really help and try networking as many transfers as we can into our own organization, because we know, I feel like most transfer clubs, we only have 2 years. So we really try expediting resources we have, whether it's opportunities, research opportunities, just study groups, things of that sort. As well, we do have many events such as having medical school students, preferably transfer medical students, and anywhere from dentistry, PA school, nursing, whatever it may be. We try representing as many people as possible, as well as giving information on our Instagram about different stigmas, or maybe just extra additional information about the different healthcare field. And yeah, we're really excited because we also started a mentorship program for incoming transfers to be paired up with experienced incoming fourth years to help you transition and gather more opportunities. And I can get more information later in the panel, but yeah, it's basically what we do. And I hope we see a lot of you guys there. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Luis. Non-threat organization, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm Abraham. I'm actually the outgoing board member for the Non-Traditional Student Network. So our network, typically, it's just a social organization. We typically, if you don't know what a non-traditional student is, it's typically 25 and older, coming from a non-traditional route, either took a break before coming into school. Myself, I'm a veteran student, so coming back to school from being in a military environment was a big adjustment for me. And finding the non-traditional student network, I was able to find people who kind of look like me or talk like me, coming you know, from different backgrounds. So we understand like what it was like to be in like the professional environment and then coming back into an academic realm and the different kind of like, I guess, social needs we have. So, you know, it's not like we're going out hitting raves, you know, or like hitting gaily and rocking out on those parties there, because by 8 p.m. we're tired, you know, and we want to go to bed. But we understand those needs. So as a network, we can actually come together and support each other. Like if you do want to go to a student panel and you feel like there's nobody there that's going to be able to support you, you can reach out on the network and get 2 or 3 people to go to these organizations with you. Or, you know, I know it's going to be a little bit different now, us evolving onto an online platform. So with the new board coming in, we're going to hope to look for, you know, a board that's willing to evolve with it. So if you are interested, unfortunately at 2 o'clock, I do have another appointment, but if you go on Facebook to the non-trad Facebook page, I'll probably put a link before I leave, apply. Because if you want a platform where you can make a difference, we already are connected with the Veteran Resource Center. We're already connected with the transfers, you know, transfer center. We're already connected with the BRC, the Bruin Resource Center. So if you want a platform where you can make a difference for non-traditional students, apply for this board. And then we'll see how this board will evolve in this coming year, because again, the social aspect of it is going to be completely different now that we're on an online platform. So reach out. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Abraham. Now that you mentioned the online transitioning thing, I want to ask a question for all the groups, all the organizations and clubs here. If you can like just briefly tell me, how are you thinking of moving online? What activities are you doing? The virtual meetings, and just like a few sentences very quickly. Let's go with the order again. So let's start with the pre-law, since that's what we started with.
For sure. Yeah, first off, I just really wanted to say that I feel like everybody usually downgrades the online virtual setting, but for all of the incoming students or anyone at UCLA, really take advantage of this opportunity because you know, it's all online. So you can really access all of these clubs, all of these awesome organizations, and see which one you're interested in and see which one you're not. And, you know, it's at the comfort of your own house. You're not going to be having to walk all the way to like Powell and then back to your apartment or room. But given the online setting, I would say it's to our advantage because we will be able to get a lot of speakers all across the world this time around, since again, it's through an online platform. Michelle, if you wanted to talk more about that compared to the in-person.
Also, another question. I'm sorry, let me add another question so you can answer that as well. Will there be like a remote virtual club day? If you can all answer those 2 questions for me, please.
For sure.
Yeah, so we did do our we did the club day, the transfer and the freshman. They just ended this past weekend, but our club will be doing virtual recruitment and information like sessions, or you could reach out through our Instagram, Facebook, or website, and we'll be able to answer any questions you may have. We have personal help to help you sign up, or if you have any other questions just about pre-law at UCLA, we help with that. Because of the online format, and a lot of clubs, same with PLTS, we've adapted to making new ways for students to get engaged and interact with the club. So we formed a personal mentorship program. We've had a lot of virtual events. And as Michelle says, we've been bringing in people from, you know, lawyers from different states and stuff. So it has its benefits, and it shouldn't discourage students from joining organizations and getting involved on campus.
Perfect. What about you, Tao Sigma? Very brief answer.
So maybe Sarah can fill in more. But right now, since like most of our so we usually have like an induction ceremony in like late winter, possibly spring, but right now because it's like up in the air, it's most probably going to be virtual. As far as events, maybe Sarah can fill in a little more.
So I know Tau Sigma traditionally has hosted some kind of like office hours or like study hall hours in the transfer center. So I'm sure they'll be having like social opportunities to come hang out and like study or work on things together. The other thing is that Tau Sigma does service. So there were some really innovative ideas shared about how we might be able to do like community service volunteer work from home. So I would expect that there will be something like that coming up in the fall. stay tuned for sure.
Thank you. So let's see, what about TLC?
Yeah, just to kind of echo what Pre-Law Transfer Society has said, don't let the online learning prevent you from getting involved on campus. Like we've definitely all had the time to adapt to an online community. And so I think you guys should definitely reach out and definitely get involved. As for the TLC, our meetings are online. They'll be every even week. So weeks 2, 4, 6, and 8 on Wednesdays, but they will be through Zoom.
Perfect. What about AFGU?
Yeah, so all of our meetings will also be virtual. We'll be doing all our workshops and events through Zoom, but we are actually also taking advantage of the fact that we are virtual. Last year, we were able to do an alumni networking night. And so this year we're planning to expand and try to do a first gen conference for first gen students. And we'll also be trying to implement in an internship, a mentorship program and an internship program for incoming students or freshmen and sophomores to pair up with senior students to help them with their transition to UCLA, especially now that it is online.
Yes.
You can follow us on Instagram at AFGU UCLA to stay updated.
You can all put your links and IG in the comment section, and also when we go to the actual breakout rooms, you can do it over there too. So let's move to the C-Clear.
Yeah, so for what C-Clear is doing, like most of the other orgs have mentioned, we are having meetings, or not so much meetings, but we will be having virtual workshops and socials and transfer focus groups. And when it comes to having like one-on-one sessions with counselors, those will be held through Zoom. So students will have those opportunities to connect to C-Clear staff. And also, we have all of our information on our Facebook and our Instagram, which we'll plug shortly. And we're also working on building a website. So yeah.
Perfect. And BTIB?
Yeah, so besides the event series that I mentioned, yeah, all of our events are going to be online. What I didn't mention is that we're also going to have a bunch of resume reviews and the chance to do mock interviews. So if you're interested in that, you can join our Discord channel. That's on our website, which I will send to the chat soon.
Awesome. And if everyone wants, we can either put all the Zoom links in the chat, or yeah, if somebody can help me with the Zoom links, because we are going to move to different Zoom links after this. Just take notes, whichever org you want to join, you can come to us and we will redirect you if you get lost. So let's move to the Pi
Hi,
Alpha.
I'm sorry to interrupt. You didn't call on my org.
I'm so sorry. Which club are you?
So we are with Bruins Synaptogenesis.
Please introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Sorry
so
about that. I'll just be really brief because I know we're like running late. So my name is Irina. I'm the president of Bruins Synaptogenesis. Basically, what we do is we are an interdisciplinary networking club for anyone in the SAC department. So we help basically find a career in all of the different fields that the psych or related majors can be applied to. So we just have like speaker events, like panels, workshops, career fairs, and all that. So I'll just leave it as that. All our meetings and all our workshops are online. And if you want any more information, just come to my Zoom link so I don't like hold up anyone. So thank you for that.
I'm sorry, Irina. If there is anyone that I didn't call on, I apologize on that. Please speak up if there is anyone I didn't call on, or if the USI or the Ethiopia Health is here. Okay, I'm assuming no. So we did BTIB. Let's move on to the Chi Alpha side, please.
So hi, as I mentioned, we have a lot of social events. Before the whole coronavirus hit, we had bonfires, we had retreats, we had painting night, cookie decorating nights. We are going to continue having our social events through our Zoom. Don't worry, we can still have a lot of fun, and we'll make sure to have weekly meetings so we can all hang out and de-stress.
Perfect. PTSP. I'm sorry. I mean PSUCLA.
Hi, yes. So in the past, a lot of our communication has been through our Facebook page. So if you want to connect with other parenting students, that is mostly what we're going to do. We also do Instagram lives where we do like story time for kids, where we do some community building as well through Instagram live. And our Instagram live is PS_UCLA as well. So those are our methods of communication. I don't know, Nadine, did you have any other information on how we're going to be conducting that in the future?
So I'm still trying to come up with ideas on like how we can connect with one another, because I would like to be a little more interactive with parenting students. So I am thinking of like doing like a meet and greet, and maybe where we can just meet online, just to talk about our kids and try to give tips and advice. So I will be posting that on the Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you. And PGS? Okay, TransferMed, the virtual question.
Yeah, so for us, we are having a couple things. So like I said before, we're gonna have like professional students or professional med students, PT students, pre-health students, like who are already in the field. We kind of just have Q&As with them, or like panels like sort of like this one, as well as we're gonna have some, what do you call it? Like movie nights and game nights as well for just just our members and stuff, and also a mixer with our mentorship program and our mentees, so they can all meet and network and stuff. Yeah, and then we might be able to do like a virtual help your LinkedIn type of thing, and hopefully if we're ever back in person, we can take pictures and as like as members, and maybe like you guys can post it on your LinkedIn and be all professional and stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. And non-threat? Okay, until you join, I see that Ethiopian Health is here. If you want to briefly introduce yourself and how is the online virtual event is happening, what is your club, what's the focus, about specific transfer, why should transfer students join your club?
Hi, I'm Sydney. I'm the president of Ethiopia Health Aid. And like, as you can tell from our name, we're mainly like a health-based organization. We're actually the college edition of the motherboard, which is based in Ethiopia. So we're mainly focused on health promotion and health education, specifically in Little Ethiopia, which is based in Los Angeles and the nation of Ethiopia. So in the past, we've held like clinics for like, so people can get like an experience with, I guess just like hands-on activities with like health and things like that. But this year, we're gonna be mainly focused on like remote volunteering activities. So it's mainly gonna be fundraising, but we're gonna hold like information sessions about Ethiopia. We're gonna teach you guys about like the culture and language. We have a lot of like important infographics coming up. Like the last week was New Year's for Ethiopia, and we're just gonna be hosting like a lot of fun events like bingo night. We're gonna be planning on having like a Bob Ross paint night, just so we can raise money and like offer them some help, because there's like, especially with like the coronavirus, they have like a lot of needs that need to be met right now, and I believe they've also just had like a flood that happened, so we're also gonna provide them with emergency aid relief. So yeah, if you guys are interested in joining, yeah, we're also the entire officers are also we're all transfer students, so we can definitely like cater to transfers in that way because we have that experience. So yeah.
Awesome. So now we are going to move to the individual Zoom meetings. So we will be posting the Zoom links here. If you can, guys, help me with that, so that, or if you already have it, please join the link, whichever organization you found interesting. If you want to come back to us, and if you get lost, please do so. Use this link that you have.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me go ahead and post the Google Docs in the chat.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much.
So did you want like the orgs to just leave this meeting right now to start the other meeting, the other Zoom? Okay, all right. Awesome.
And then in that Google Drive or Google Docs, it should be the links to every org's Zoom link, and it also is the link to our main chat Zoom link in case you have any questions or want to come back to us. About a few orgs still don't have their Zoom links, but I will be updating it momentarily. So if you can keep tight, but yeah, if you don't have any questions, you are free to go to the other org Zoom links and ask more particular questions.
I also want to say sorry to interrupt you guys short. We're just trying to keep this in like the 1 hour limit. I apologize if I like had to cut you short. But feel free to use your time during your individual Zoom link that you have.
My Zoom link is not on the document, so I'll just put it in the chat.
Thank you,
And
Zuleika.
I will add it to the document when you do.
Thank you.
And if anyone has a hard time, we will we'll assign you to a room. We'll help you figure it out. Don't worry. We can always keep you in a breakout room here.
No. Who messed up my link? Delete column.
Reggie, can you hit record again?
Stop it.